Hey guys, welcome to another episode from my 30-day business challenge series. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about the top 10 must-read books for entrepreneurs and business owners. I'm also going to give you my key takeaway when I reveal what the book is to you. Number one is a classic. It's How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. Now, this book has timeless strategies on how you can do exactly what the title of the book says, right? Which is win friends and influence people. My key takeaway from this is showing genuine interest and listening patiently. Nothing shows someone that you're more interested than when you actually listen to them and listen to understand, not just to respond. Number two is A 4-Hour Work Week by Tim Ferriss. Tim Ferriss is one of my favorite authors. He always comes up with innovative ways of explaining things that have been out there already. My key takeaway from the 4-Hour Work Week is how you can use systems to automate your business, essentially replacing yourself so you can live the lifestyle that you choose. Number three is a little bit of a controversial book. I remember when it just came out, people were saying this is evil and all kinds of different narratives on this book, but it's The 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. The book switches back and forth from contemporary history all the way back to the Dark Ages. And essentially, it talks about how gaining power and influence takes subtle charm, manipulation, and sometimes outright deception. Number four is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And this is another classic. My key takeaway from that book is that you can achieve anything you set your mind to once you have a burning desire and an unconquerable resolve. Number five is by a gentleman by the name of David Goggins. He's a Navy SEAL. This guy is tough as nails. I actually started following him on social media before I bought his book. And quick side note, this book, in my humble opinion, is actually better as an audiobook than reading the book, right? It's one of those things where you get extra little tidbits. He did the book in a really engaging interview format in the audiobook. So I recommend it in the audiobook format. It's called Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins. And my key takeaway from this book is that you can achieve transformation through having a tough warrior mindset. So number six on my top 10 must-read books for entrepreneurs and business owners has a funny title, and it's by Mark Manson. It's called The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. All right. And it's exactly what the book says, right? My key takeaway from this book is that you need to focus on the people and things that matter. Number seven is a book called Never Split the Difference by Christopher Voss. And for those of you who know Chris Voss, he was a former FBI negotiator, and his unconventional way of negotiating completely changed the way negotiators negotiate today, right? Which is that you should be negotiating to form a connection. Negotiation should not be adversarial, right? You should be trying to form a connection and have incremental, non-confrontational ways of negotiating to get to your goal. Number eight is Pitch Anything by Oren Klaff. This is one of my favorite books, guys. I actually reread it right after reading it the first time. I mean, that's how engaging and intricate some of the concepts are in the book, right? So this book is by Oren Klaff, like I said, and this guy was a high-level pitchman, basically, right? And he would make presentations all across the country, all across the world, and he discovered a method of pitching to folks that would basically guarantee that you had their attention. And the idea behind it is that people make decisions with their reptilian brain, right? Meaning the fight or flight part of your brain that says, hey, this is either a threat or it's not, or it's something that's going to be good for me and I can pay attention to it. And he teaches you what's called stacking frames. So you should be making presentations viscerally, right? In a way that doesn't engage their analytical brain right up front, because people are just going to tune you out and not pay attention. Number 9 is by another one of my favorite authors, and it's Malcolm Gladwell. And his book, Outliers, is another classic. It talks about how the people you think are superhuman, right? It references Bill Gates, Michael Jordan, the Beatles, these people who have accomplished greatness in their particular fields. They did so through the concept of 10,000 hours, right? Meaning whatever they did for 10,000 hours before they became experts at it, right? So that is the key takeaway from this book, and it does so artfully. Number 10 is Influence, The Psychology of Persuasion by Robert Cialdini. The 6 tenets of influence. Whether you're a marketer or a business owner, whatever it is that you do, this book is a mainstay for incorporating those tenets. So that was my top 10 list, guys, but I do have some honorable mentions. The Art of War by Sun Tzu, right? And my key takeaway from that book is that you must first conceive victory in your mind before you even think about entering into a battle. Another honorable mention goes to Good to Great by Jim Collins. And I love the message of this book because it essentially says that good is the enemy of great. Those two things cannot coexist. If you're aiming for greatness, you've got to shun just being good. Ego is the Enemy by Ryan Holiday. This book was an excellent read. It talks about the human ego, right? And how it is simultaneously the source of our greatest achievement and our downfall. Let me know what you think about this list. Leave your comments below. Like, share, subscribe. If you're watching this, share it with a friend. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.